Friday's edition of the Leitrim Observer, led by their gallant captain Christopher Carroll, DSB employee. What a big day it is for this club. The last time they were involved in the senior championship final was as an amalgamation under the banner of Sheemore Gales. Today they're going solo, and rightly so. They've been knocking on the door a long time now, with close encounters in the last few years. I can recall one particular match against Allen Gales the year that they last won the Leitrim Senior Football Championship final. Kiltubrid were ahead by a point as we headed into injury time, and Allen Gales got a goal to knock them out of the championship. Their day has been coming for a long time. They've been knocking on the door, and today they get that chance to create their own history here in Pairc MacDiarmada in the Leitrim Masonite Senior Football Championship final for the year 2005. So it's a blend of youth and experience. Experience in the line of their full forward Nick Donoghue, Garda, based in Dublin, former player and member of the Mel's College winning team many years ago. Also Christopher Carroll, a member of the Leitrim setup, another experienced martyr. To have experience in abundance on the line as well, with the likes of Jerry Winters, Dermot McKeown, former Leitrim Gales star. So Sean O'Hagan, the developer and indeed the leader and manager of this Kiltubrid side, he was brought in this year, and what wonders he's worked with this side. One defeat in the championship campaign this year, and that came against Glencar Manor.
There are no changes from your programme on either the Kiltubrid or Bornacoola team for the 2005 Masonite Senior Football Final. The teams will line out as follows. Kiltubrid team in goals, Noel Gill. The full-back line on the right, Enda McKeown. Full-back Fergal Meehan, and on the left, Emmett Lee. Half-back line on the right, Aidan Bohan. Centre-half-back, Barry Doyle, and on the left, Shane Foley. Centre field, wearing number 8, the captain, Christopher Carroll, and wearing number 9, Carol Scollin. Half-forward line on the right, Conor Doherty. Centre-half forward, James Gill, and on the left, Michael Earley. The full-forward line, top of the right, Dara McKiernan. Full-forward, Nick O'Donoghue, and top of the left, Gerard Foley.
After the incident at the Galway game, they'll keep me behind bars.
The Bornacoola team lines out as follows. In goals, Fergal McGilla. The full-back line on the right, Damien McGuinness. Full-back and captain, Seamus Mallon. And on the left, John McGuinness. The half-back line on the right, Jason Conroy. Centre-half-back, Colin Farrell. And on the left, Shane Conroy. Centre field, wearing number 8, Michael Duignan. Wearing number 9, Gary McCluskey. The half-forward line on the right, Philip Howard. Centre-half forward, Trevor Howard. And on the left, David O'Connor. Full-forward line, top of the right, Brian Conroy. Full-forward, Mark McCluskey. And top of the left, Jonathan Duffy. He deserves a round of applause. Well done, Michal.
So our referee today, Michal Layden, who got held up in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, has made it safe and sound to Pairc MacDiarmada to be the man in charge of this game today. Michal, of course, a native of Drummerhare. His brother Terence was involved in the intermediate game prior to this one, which Glencar Manor won by 10 points to 7. So as we take a check on the Kiltubrid side, we can see them having their warm-up. Dara McKiernan will be an important factor for the Kiltubrid men today. He plays in a corner forward. Other important players, apart from the obvious 15 on the bench, we look at the likes of John McGovern and David McGurl, Adrian Lee, Jerry Gilmartin, I suppose a seasoned campaigner with the Kiltubrid senior football side, as the Kiltubrid pipe band start to make some noise on the far side of the pitch. What a big day it is for them today. Desi Foley gets to lead both his own side of Kiltubrid and also Bornacoola around the pitch just before kick-off here today. So into the huddle goes Bornacoola. Words of wisdom from the players. Fergal McGill makes his way over. Fergal, of course, Danny Lynch's, that's the PRO of the GAL. Danny Lynch's right-hand man is Fergal. He's between the sticks today for Bornacoola. And I'm sure some words of encouragement now being given by the Bornacoola captain, PE teacher based here in Carrick-on-Shannon, Shamie Mallon. Pat Farrell also over there as well. Sad day for Pat really, because he's been an instrumental player for Bornacoola in the Senior Football Championship and indeed league campaigns of recent years. Unable to start this final due to injury. Centre half back, Colin Farrell, warming up at the moment as well. So that's the prize for the winning side today. The Dick Ellis Cup. So the referee has made the toss, and it seems to be Christopher Carroll who's won the toss. So another photograph that'll appear in the Leitrim Observer next week. That of the officials. From Aucknasheelan, James McCaffrey. From Ballinadlera, Tomás Ford. And our referee today, Micheál Layden. From Drumahare, joined by both captains Christopher Carroll and Seamus Mallon. So that's out of the... Yeah, Jerry Winters. So you can see a man who's given so much to Kiltubrid GA down there, lining out with the substitutes today, Jerry Winters. And the Bornacoola outfit as well. Like said, Daniel Canning and Bobby Shanley and Robert Morton down here in front of us. So both sets of players, the starting 15 of each side, make their way over now for the annual parade that's going to take place, led by the Kiltubrid Pipe Band as they go by the support of both sides over on the far side. Kiltubrid led by Christopher Carroll and Shamie Mallon leads the Bornacoola men. And both of these rural sides will be hoping to create their own history today. Bornacoola haven't won the Leitrim Senior Football Championship since 1957, and Kiltubrid have never won it. And no matter what happens today, there's one outcome we know that will definitely happen, and that is that we'll have new Leitrim champions for the year 2005. The Kiltubrid Pipe Band make their way around this side of the field, led by Desi Foley. What an occasion this is for him to be leading the Kiltubrid senior football team around Pairc MacDiarmada in a final. So a rather small attendance here in Pairc MacDiarmada today, this encounter. Pause for the band. So as one looks out at both sets of players, many a time Fergie Meehan marched around with the Kiltubrid Pipe Band in the senior championship final here in Leitrim. Today he gets to do it as a player and not as a member of the band. And in the first half, Kiltubrid will be playing from left to right. The breeze seems to have died down somewhat, not as strong as it was during the intermediate game. And one final huddle maybe for both sets of players. As it's concentration time here in Pairc MacDiarmada for the 15 of Kiltubrid and the 15 of Bornacoola for Auron na Bhíon. Respect until the end of the anthem, and respect was received. So it's a massive day here in Pairc MacDiarmada for the supporters and players of Bornacoola and Kiltubrid. One final huddle for Kiltubrid. Christopher Carroll having strong words with the players out there before we kick off this afternoon's Leitrim Senior Football Championship final with thanks to Masonite 2005. So as already agreed by the toss of the coin, Bornacoola will be playing from right to left. The breeze has somewhat died down in the last 20 minutes or so, however there is still a bit of a one out there. And in the first half it will be favouring the Kiltubrid men. So referee Micheál Leyden is ready now to get this final up and running. The talking is over. The Dick Ellis Cup, they're waiting to be won. He just checks with his officials to make sure that all is above board. And we're ready to rock and roll here in Pairc MacDiarmada. So, fourth official sinks his watch to that of the referee, and the game is on. The ball is up in the air, and up goes Christopher Carroll, trying to hold on to possession there for the Kiltubrid men, won by Carl Scollins. Scollins out to the Kiltubrid number 10, Conor Doherty. Doherty, a good ball into open space. However, it's going to be Bornacoola there to pick it up. Is a no good work from Darren McKiernan. Gives it to McKeown, and McKeown inside now to Shane Foley. Foley toe to hand, cutting through the Bornacoola defence. A chance of a score here maybe for Foley. Ooh-ah! Ball over the bar! Inside 30 seconds, the opening score after good work from Darren McKiernan to Shane Foley, the Leitrim star from wing back. And Fergal McGill now will get his first taste of football in today's final, as he's out to kick this ball out for the bars. Good work from Carl Scollin in midfield there to set up that score for the Kiltubrid men. And it's McGill now with the kick out, up towards the centre area. Up comes Christopher Carroll, he breaks the ball down, but it's Bornacoola that are there to pick it up in the form of Shane Conroy to McCluskey. McCluskey taken down there by an illegal shoulder according to the referee from Nick O'Donoghue, out from his full forward position. McCluskey back on his feet. So Philip Howard makes the run. Instead they go for the short option to McCluskey. McCluskey to Jason Conroy. Conroy up the line now, looking for Philip Howard. Howard with it, toe to hand, being tightly marked there by Foley. And Kiltubrid have won back possession. Carl Scollins has the ball now, plays it out towards the far side. A chance maybe here to launch an attack through Garage Foley. Foley still with the ball, he's got an option up in front of him. He goes with that option, dragged back there. Referee says advantage, play on. Goes back to Conor, the Johnny Doherty, as he's known around Kiltubrid and Keshcarrigan way. A good ball inside, comes off the chest there. A bit unfortunate for James Gill. Still Kiltubrid on the ball, a chance of another score here maybe, dropping short and nicely into that. McGill comes out, man goes to ground, ball ends up in the back of the net. Confusion in the Bornacoola defence. It's a goal for Kiltubrid. Is it Darren McKiernan or is it James Gill that got that one? It looked to me like James Gill may have poked it into the back of the net. It's a goal for Kiltubrid, I suppose. That's all that really matters. It's a goal and a point. What a start for the Kiltubrid men. Well fired up for this one. Fergal McGill, his defence seemed to be in chaos there. So a slow start from Bornacoola. Far from slow for Kiltubrid. Up goes Christopher Carroll. McCluskey gets the hand to it, breaks it down, but Barry Doyle, who makes his way out towards the ball instead, deciding to leave it for the cornerback. Emmett Lee. Up along the line now for Bornacoola. Once again it's their number 9, Carl Scollins. Scollins tried to play the ball inside. Referee said he was being fouled in trying to do so. It's going to be a free kick to the Kiltubrid men. Christopher Carroll will take this one from the hands. He's got runners in front of him. One of those is Connor, the Johnny Doherty. Johnny has it. He drives the ball in towards that danger area. Up goes Nick Donoghue. Bet to it though on this occasion by Shamey Mallon. The ball is over there into the corner. A good battle by Nick O'Donoghue for it. With the Bornacoola number 7, Shane Conroy. Linesman has decided that it's a Kiltubrid ball. It's going to be their centre half forward. James Gill take this one from the hands, plays it out fast, looking for the runner. The runner is Conor Doherty. Doherty has it now. He's got an option on the other side. Referee says he took one too many steps there. Good work there in defence by Bornacoola. Man marking each man, leaving not many options there for Conor Doherty when he was in possession for Kiltubrid. It's Bornacoola with the free kick. Hesitation on the taker's behalf. The ball drops short. However, very fortunate to drop into the hands of the Bornacoola man there. Lots of hassling and harrying going on from the Bornacoola men. In the end, the referee decides it's going to be a free to Bornacoola, to be taken by Duignan. Duignan launches the ball down towards the corner. And the corner forward was very lucky there not to get a boot in the face. Brian Conroy managed to put the ball out of play, however. Ball launched up towards the danger area. Centre half back for Bornacoola. Colin Farrell is there. Farrell lays the ball off now. Chance of maybe launching an attack, but not the ball. Wasn't well used because Barry Doyle was there to mob up things for Kiltubrid to McKeown. McKeown has it now, plays it up towards Carl Scollins, driving force behind this Kiltubrid side. Still Carl Scollins, plays it into Gill. Gill has a chance of a score maybe, trying to come back outside, gives it to Darren McKiernan. McKiernan maybe he'll take it. No, he opted to go inside looking for Gill once again. Gill has the ball, he's going for the score. That one is curling, but to the left and wide. So a good start for Kiltubrid here in this 2005 Masonite sponsored senior championship final. And Fergal McGill has had a busy opening 6 minutes. So far conceded a goal and a point. Kiltubrid with a start that I'm sure they'll be very, very happy with. However, Bornacoola still to get on the scoreboard. McGill's to take a kick out from the edge of the small rectangle. Up goes Christopher Carroll. McCluskey is under him, his midfield partner at county level with Leitrim. The ball is broken down and won by Bornacoola. It's the number 7, Shane Conroy once again. Oh, a missed kick there by the cornerback, and it's gifted possession now back to Kiltubrid. Kiltubrid have it up the line. Oh, unlucky there. Well read by the Bornacoola defender. And a chance for them maybe now to launch an attack of their own here, looking for a score, just to settle them down and settle the nerves. They're on the run. It's the corner forward, Jonathan Duffy. Duffy plays the ball across now to Duignan. Duignan has the ball, trying to go inside, but well marked there by Carl Scollins. Scollins brought to ground by Duignan, and that'll be a free kick to Kiltubrid. And referee going to have a word there with Michael Duignan. Takes his name, gives him a black card. Meanwhile, back with the play. Here's Meehan. Meehan has the ball, throwing shapes up the field, but a bad pass from Fergal Meehan, looking to find Darren McKiernan. McKiernan unable to get there, and the ball goes out over the end line. So another wide for Kiltubrid. So the Bornacoola players roaring instructions to their management team here on the sideline. Usually it should be the other way around, but Obviously there's something going on out there that Trevor Howard isn't happy about. Just relating that back to his mentors. Fergal McGill once again with the kick out up towards the centre of the field. Conor Doherty is in around the house, as to is Christopher Carroll, but it's Duignan who comes away with it. Duignan has won himself a free kick. He takes it quickly up towards the danger area. Chance for Bornacoola maybe to launch an attack in towards the corner forward. The corner forward is number 13, Brian Conroy. Conroy's chance of a score, rushed it a bit there, and that one goes to the right and wide. And good defending once again from the Kiltubrid backs to put the Bornacoola number 13 under pressure there, forcing him into a kick, and under pressure he managed to kick that one out to the left and wide. So Noel Gill will get his first taste of the 2005 championship final with his first kick out, which is going to take place from the edge of the small rectangle. Bornacoola still to get off the mark. Kiltubrid lead by a goal and a point. There's 8 minutes gone in the first half. The wind's starting to pick up again somewhat, favouring Kiltubrid at the moment. So the kick out from Gill out towards this side. It's going to be a high task for Shane Foley. Foley goes up. Oh, what a bit of feeling from Foley, and unlucky there to let possession out of his grasp, and has handed possession back to Bornacoola. They're looking to rush things now. Barry Doyle is wide awake though. Great feeling from the Kiltubrid defence at the moment. Barry Doyle to the rescue on this occasion. Back up now towards McKeown, end of McKeown, to the captain of this side, Christopher Carroll. He played with Leitrim at vocational level, and he's also played with them at senior, under 21 and minor level. Carroll loses possession there to McCluskey. McCluskey has the ball now, plays it inside towards the number 15, Jonathan Davey. Davey with possession, deciding to switch it over towards the centre half back, Colin Farrell. Farrell though well blocked down once again. Tigerish defence there from Kiltubrid. And Kiltubrid player seemed to take a shot in the face there. Referee Micheál Layden makes his way in to see is the player all right. There didn't seem to be anything malicious in it. He's called on the physio from the Kiltubrid side. No doubt this will delay the game now for a few moments. What a start. So the Kiltubrid cornerback is back on his feet. Christopher Carroll is going to go in for the throw in. No doubt he'll be joined by another Leitrim senior footballer, Michael Duignan. Carroll goes up, it's broken down out of his grasp by Duignan on this occasion. Bornacoola man goes to the turf. Referee says that'll be a free in, and a chance now for Bornacoola to open up their account here in Pairc MacDiarmada. That's Mark McCluskey who's going to take this one from the hands. So McCluskey, the brickie, goes for the score, but he's kicked that one to the right and wide. And we can tell you that the scorer of that Kiltubrid goal was Darragh McKiernan. We've just checked with the other members of the media here in the press box. They've informed us that the last man to get the touch was Darragh McKiernan, so the goal goes down to McKiernan. Red-haired corner forward. Every cornerback's nightmare is the best way to describe Darragh McKiernan. So 2 wides for Bornacoola. So far, nothing on the scoreboard. And once again, it's going to be Noel Gill to take the kick out. With 12 minutes gone here in the first half in Pairc MacDiarmada. That's not a great kick out from Gill, however, there to rescue it is the wing back, Aidan Bohan, to Christopher Carroll. And Kiltubrid are on the run here. Lots of men up in the support. Conor Doherty is calling for the ball. It's laid off, however, in towards the corner forward. Garage on the lead. Garage drops it in, drops it short and into the arms of the Bornacoola defender. And a chance now for them to clear their lines here. Good play by David O'Connor. Oh, but that's a bad pass. And it seemed to be a thrown ball there, however. Kiltubrid have got away with it. McCluskey is about to capitalise on the loose possession. McCluskey has it for Bornacoola. Not a lot of support up there. He does, however, use the centre half forward, Trevor Howard. Howard goes to ground. Referee says that'll be a free in. The foul committed there by Fergal Meehan, the Kiltubrid full back. And a chance here maybe for Michael Duignan to take this one from the hands and open up the account for the Boers here in Pairc MacDiarmada. The runner there, Jason Conroy, not used on this occasion. No doubt Michael Duignan has one thing on his mind, and that's to get the ball over the bar. Referee in having a Consultation there with the umpire, and he's calling out the Kiltubrid cornerback. Enda McKeown, I think it is, that he had a quick word with there. Something that happened off the ball. Michael Duignan now, time to concentrate and try and open up the account of the Bornacoola men. He drops it in, but it's going to swing out towards the left-hand side and wide. That's the third wide now for Bornacoola. So Gill once again with the kick out. It's an inviting one for a midfielder. Up goes McCluskey. McCluskey coming more into the game now. Feeds it back towards the number 5, Shane Conroy. He in turn passes the ball outside, but the wind takes it out to the left at the last attempt and out wide from the boot of Philip Howard. And Bornacoola now with 4 wides. And the wind at their backs helping them. And almost 14 minutes gone here in the first half. Will be a bit concerned that they haven't managed to put a score on the scoreboard.
Keep going, that's it, Gary. Heads up, keep going, come on.
So the battle in midfield between the two county stars, Gary McCluskey and Christopher Carroll. Once again, Noel Gill will be deciding to change it this time. Looking for Shane Foley. They had success there in the past, but Christopher Carroll makes his way over. A 50-50 shoulder there according to the referee. Darren McKiernan goes down on the ball. The goal scorer has it. He gets away from his man, plays a clever ball inside into open space. The chase is on, but it's the Bornacoola defender who's there to win it. And well won there by Shane Conroy, the wing back for Bornacoola. Takes it quickly up towards Philip Howard. He launches it into the danger area and back to mop it up there for Kiltubrid is Barry Doyle. And possession now with the Carl Scollins. Carl Scollins back towards the full back. Fergal Meehan. Meehan with a clever ball inside, but no Kiltubrid man able to get it. Instead there to mop it up for Bornacoola once again was Shane Conroy. He's playing well in defence for Bornacoola, who are now on the attack with McCluskey on the lee roads. McCluskey has it. He fishes it out towards the far side. Back inside now to Jonathan Duffy. Duffy with it, trying to go around Conor Doherty. He manages to do so. It looks like a clever ball. It comes off the crossbar. And Kiltubrid have 2 defenders back there to pick it up. First off, Barry Doyle. Fisted to Shane Foley. Foley back to Doyle. Doyle happy enough to relieve the pressure off his defence. But the ball is now picked up by Bornacoola once again. They're on the attack. Jonathan Duffy now to Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell deciding to switch the play over towards the far side. Hot on the heels there of the Bornacoola man was Emmett Lee. Referee says that was a foul there by the Kiltubrid man. And it's going to be a free in once again to Bornacoola. So Sean Hagan, the manager of the Kiltubrid side, telling his forwards to push up and not get sucked back into their own half of the field. So a yellow card there for Emmett Lee, the engineer for Kiltubrid, playing today at cornerback. Bad free kick, dropping short. Well won inside by Fergal Meehan, took to the ground. And Fergal has started brightly here for the Kiltubrid men. And a wasted free kick that for Bornacoola. Still waiting to get their first score on the scoreboard. So the kick out from Gill with 17 minutes gone here in the first half is still a goal in the point to Kiltubrid, no score to Bornacoola. McCluskey wins a fine ball in midfield for his side. He then finds Shane Conroy. Conroy with a clever ball in towards the number 13 for Bornacoola. Brian Conroy. Conroy plays a switch and play across to this side towards the full forward. McCluskey has it. Plays it back out towards Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell on the ball. Plays it back towards McCluskey. McCluskey goes for the score. But that one is going to go out to the right hand side and wide. So I make it 5 wides for Bornacoola in the opening 18 minutes here in Pairc MacDiarmada. The line about to make a change. So number 18, Niall Foley, son of Desi, who's about to enter the fray. The man to give way is Garage Foley. So Niall Foley into the side for Kiltubrid with almost 19 minutes gone here in the first half. Carl goes up, breaks it down, comes to Darragh McKiernan. Darragh McKiernan has the ball now. He finds himself in a bit of space. The Bornacoola men though are tracking back. Colin Farrell is up there, puts in the challenge, but McKiernan managed to get rid of the ball, and in the process Barry Doyle was being fouled there. Referee says it's going to be a free in now to the Kiltubrid men. So it's about 45 yards from goal and out on the far sideline. Tomas Ford, the linesman, looking on there.
Give everyone a chance.
Free kick for Kiltubrid. Ball launched in towards the danger area. Up goes Carl, breaks it down. Nicky Donoghue is there to have a crack, but that one has gone to the right and wide. The two season campaigners for Kiltubrid linking up there, that being Christopher Carl and Nick Donoghue. In the end though, the ball did go to the right and wide, so still a goal and a point to score in favour of the Kiltubrid men. So Conor Doherty has got into corner forward now for the Kiltubrid men. It's Bornacoola who have possession, but once again Nick Donoghue, adjudged to have fouled the Bornacoola man there, which handles possession back to McCluskey. McCluskey drives the ball, great ball from McCluskey. If the corner forward can get there, that corner forward is vice captain Jonathan Duffy. Ball switched again. Oh, a little nudge in the back there. Referee didn't see it. Possession still with Bornacoola. Brian Conroy going for the opening score for the Boers. That one creeps to the right hand side and it's wide, number 6 for Bornacoola. So the kick out once again from Gill. Stopped back there by the number 5, Aidan Bohan. Bohan plays it up along the line to Christopher Carroll. Ball switched out towards this side, it's loose. But it's Bornacoola who are mopping up all the breaks at the moment. Darragh Kiernan coming back to help out his defence, but it's still Bornacoola. The vice captain, Duffy, has it. He plays the ball across the field, looking for one of his own men. Chance of a score here for Duignan maybe. No, once again it's wide. That's wide, number 7 for Bornacoola. The chances that they've created so far have been 7 and they've taken none of those. Bornacoola also on top now in the middle of the field. Christopher Carroll facing Gary McCluskey, who was slow to start but he's come into it well in the last 15 minutes or so. Christopher Carroll has the ball now, gets by the Bornacoola defender. Plays a clever ball on there to the Kiltubrid number 12, Michael Early. Good ball up towards Nick Donoghue. Donoghue, clever one inside to Johnny, the Conor Doherty. Conor Johnny has the lead rose, plays another one inside towards Niall Foley. He'll soon be a brother-in-law of his. Still Doherty over the bar. That's the Conor Doherty that people around Leitrim have known over the last 10 or 12 years or so. From when he played primary school football in Drumshanbo, right through from Marymount College, and of course up through the ranks in his own club of Kiltubrid, from under 12, under 14, under 16, minor, under 21, through the junior side, and then of course he won an intermediate double with this Kiltubrid outfit. Today he's looking to win his first senior medal, and that was a great score from Conor Doherty, which is now met at Kiltubrid 1-2. Bornacoola no score. So Fergal McGill, after a busy opening few minutes, has had it quite quiet in the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. Ball fisted down this time by Carl Scollins to Darragh McKiernan. He's come out the field a bit, pushing the back there on Conor Doherty. The Bornacoola defender gets away with it, picks up possession. Good work here now from the Bornacoola men, but they're being hassled and harried. And the cornerback, John McGuinness, was grabbed around the neck there, and according to the referee, that's a free kick. The ball goes loose. Comes off the Kiltubrid man, it seemed, down here, but referee is going to, I'd say, yes, let him take the sideline ball. Sideline ball to Bornacoola. Chance to launch another attack. What's happening up there? Fergal Meehan. He's been a power of strength for the Kiltubrid men. Unlucky there to lose possession maybe. And it's Bornacoola now. McCluskey fields it outside towards Duignan. Duignan seemed to take a step too many there for my liking. Referee lets it go, however. In towards the centre half forward. Chance of a score. The opening score for Bornacoola. And at long last it's there. So the centre half forward, Trevor Howard, has made an impact here in Pairc MacDiarmada. He's got the opening score for Bornacoola. And I suppose the worrying thing from a Bornacoola point of view would be that we've played so far 25 minutes at their first score of the game. They're being helped by the wind in the first half. They've already got a tally of 7 wides, so maybe it's time now to put a few scores on the board before half time. At the moment, the trail by a goal and 2 points to a point. Kick out from Gill is a good high one. Up goes the midfielders of Bornacoola to break it down, but it's Aidan Bohan who comes away with it for Kiltubrid. Up along the line. Kiltubrid with possession, unable to find one of their own men. Boot goes in, an illegal one, says the referee. And Darren McKiernan has handed possession back to Bornacoola, referee, and not allowing advantage there, which is unfortunate in this game of ours that we call GAA, because one would feel that Bornacoola are now being, I suppose, punished, where they should have had advantage there, maybe to take the quick free, and then later on when the game died down, the referee might have been able to have a word with Darren McKiernan. There wasn't a lot in the challenge really, but he's decided to make Darren McKiernan the second Kiltubrid man to receive a yellow card this afternoon. So Darren McKiernan has gone into the referee's book, where he is joined by Emmett Lee, who was there for a previous incident, as the ball is launched down into the danger area once again by the Bornacoola men. It's loose inside, chance maybe for it to be held on to here by Bornacoola. Man goes to ground, referee said he was being fouled, but from where I am here, it was experience showing there from Mark McCluskey, because he grabbed the arm of the Kiltubrid defender and went to ground and then picked up the free, as we often see happening so many times in this wonderful game of ours. So a chance here now for McCluskey to put Bornacoola's second point on the board. It took them almost 25 minutes to get the first, and in the space of a couple of minutes it looks like they could have their second, albeit from a free kick, and the ball is put over the bar, and there's only a goal between the sides now, as Mark McCluskey opens up his account here in Pairc MacDiarmada. The Bornacoola midfield definitely came into the game and now find themselves trailing by just 1 goal. So it's 1-2 to 2. Gill once again with the kick out. No doubt he'll be looking for Christopher Carroll in the centre of the field. What a battle that is today with him and his midfield partner when he puts on the green and gold of Leitrim, Gary McCluskey. But in this time, just as we said it, Gill decides to go for the far side with the kick out instead. It's Bornacoola now on the attack. They need to get another few scores before half time. The breeze is beginning to drop off, however. Pushing the back there, seen by Kiltubrid's Emmett Lee. Referee didn't spot it. He lets play continue as the ball is sent up to Darren McKiernan, who finds himself in space. There's acres of room there for McKiernan. Not a lot of options in front of him as far as Kiltubrid are concerned, and well blocked by Gary McCluskey. And Colin Farrell with the boot in there to get it back to his own defender. Farrell on the ball once again, calling for it is Duffy. Duffy has the lead road. What options has he got in front of him? Seemed to change hands there with the ball. Referee didn't spot it. We did up here in the press box. Well, referee lets play continue. And it's Howard now on the ball for Bornacoola. Chance of launching an attack. Trying to be stopped there, and illegally so by the cornerback. Referee says he was tripped there by the foot of Enda McKeown, and it's going to be a free kick to Bornacoola about 30 yards from goal. And Mark McCluskey, who's already scored 1 from a free kick, is going to have a go at putting this one over the bar and to bring the deficit down to 2 points. It's 1-2 to Kiltubrid, 2 points to Bornacoola. The umpires will raise their flag. It's now 3 points to Bornacoola, 1-2 to Kiltubrid. There's 2 points between the sides. As we head towards half-time, with 29 minutes gone here in the first half, the referee, Micheál Layton, going to have a word there with James McCaffrey to tell him how long will be added on at the end of this first half. It looks like 2 minutes is going to be the additional time that we will be getting here in Pairc MacDiarmada for this very tight encounter between Bornacoola and Kiltubrid in the 2005 Masonite Senior Football Final.
There will be at least 2 additional minutes in the first half.
The safety engineer, Noel Gill, with the kick out. Once again, it's won by Bornacoola. They're picking up all the kick outs, all the breaks at the moment. They find themselves really in on top of this game at this moment in time. Duffy goes for the score. And the vice captain, Vincent Duffy, has put that one over the bar. The deficit is down to the narrowest. There's 1 point between the sides. It's 4 points to Bornacoola, 1-2 to Kiltubrid. We're into injury time now here in the first half, 2 minutes of which will be played. And after a blistering start from Kiltubrid, they seem to have took their foot off the pedal, and Bornacoola got into the game. They put up a tally of 7 wides. If those wides had to be converted into points, they would be well ahead at this stage. Kick out is taken by Gill. Carl is having to run back for it. He's won possession. Good work from the ESB employee, Christopher Carl. He's to come back now and use Enda McKeown. Enda McKeown on the ball, trying to cut through the Bornacoola defence. No help though. No help there. Where is the help for Enda McKeown? He looks around. Now he's got to track back. Good defensive work there from Carl Scollins. The butcher, the man with the supermarket in Drumshambo. Carl Scollins, really no help for him either, only Enda McKeown. And the Kiltubrid men are not helping out their players here. But maybe they should be. Barry Doyle going to go up for this one. Oh, but it's fisted on. But well read by Emmett Lee. Emmett Lee should have it under control. Tap it on now to Shane Foley. Shane Foley plays it inside towards Aidan Bohan. Aidan Bohan to Christopher Carl. Carl going out towards the far sideline, but is there too much power on it? No, speedy man himself is there. Darren McKiernan. McKiernan switches play, looking for Big Nick. Up goes the Bornacoola captain, Shamey Mallon, breaks it down. Possession back with the Birds. And Bornacoola are really flying here in Pairc Sean MacDiarmada. Michael Duignan onto his midfield partner, Gary McCluskey. McCluskey out towards this side. That's been Duffy. Duffy plays the ball low into the corner. Looking for the other corner forward, number 13. Brian Conroy. Conroy with a clever ball inside, well read though by Enda McKeown. McKeown is there to relieve the danger for Kiltubrid through Barry Doyle on now towards Emmett Lee. Emmett Lee to Christopher Carl. He's got a man on the wing. He uses the man on the wing. The man on the wing that we have here is the number 12, Michael Early. Early now, toe to hand. Corner back comes out, takes him out of the game. And that foul surely deserved a yellow card maybe. Player took clean out of it down here in front of us. Referee just giving him a black tick for that, Jason Conroy. So next time it'll be yellow. Conor Doherty now, he could do with a point here to settle his side down, even though this kick is going to be against the wind. Early bus made by Foley. He's not being used. Instead, ball across the field. Carl Scollins. Scollins comes onto it. What a powerhouse. Scollins plays it inside. Chance of a score, maybe. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Up your boy, Christy Moore. A great score there for Kiltubrid coming from the boot of Michael Early. Good work in midfield from Carl Scollins to set that one up. The margin is now 2. It's 3 to 4 points in favour of Kiltubrid. So the referee has decided Shinné for the first half here in Pairc Sean MacDiarmada. And the score at half-time reads that Kiltubrid are 1-3. That assurance point there coming at the end of almost added time by the referee in the first half from the boot of Michael Early has made that it's 1-3 to Kiltubrid, 4 points to Bornacoola as both sides go in at half-time. And we do expect a change in the Kiltubrid side at half-time. More about...
Will come to the dressing rooms and get their prize. The winning number of the half-time draw is 0469.
So the referee, Micheál Layden, just checking with his officials to make sure we're ready to get underway. And that we are here in Pairc Sean MacDiarmada. And the ball has been thrown in, and as they finished up in the first half, Bornacoola have one possession there in towards the number 11, Trevor Howard. Howard to launch a clever ball inside, but good defensive work from Kiltubrid. The ball is loose. A chance of a score maybe, but no. Kiltubrid are back in numbers, trying to get their hands onto it. A nervy start to the second half for Kiltubrid. And Christopher Carl now has the ball and has space. He's got Niall Foley with him if he wants him. Still Christopher Carl going to go for a score. Christy Carl drops it in. Should drop into the hands of Fergal McGill. McGill took no chance and decided to pop the ball over the bar. So just as they started the first half, Kiltubrid have come out and started the second within 30 seconds with a point, thanks to the help of Fergal McGill, who wasn't going to take a risk in trying to catch the ball, because as one often sees happens in football, the ball could end up in the back of the net, and that's definitely not a way that Bornacoola would want to start this second half. So there's a goal between the sides. Fergal McGill with the kick out from the 21, out towards the centre of the field, looking for McCluskey. McCluskey is heading towards it, as to his Carl. McCluskey gets a fist to it, the ball is loose on the ground, and there to pick it up is the number 12, David O'Connor. O'Connor now fields it out towards the far side to Michael Duignan. Duignan out further again, looking for McCluskey. Mark McCluskey to go over and pick it up. Ball kept in play, is it? No. Linesman Jason McCaffrey on the far side says the ball had gone out of play, so possession back now with the Kiltubrid men. Sean Hagan trouncing up and down the sideline. He's the manager, of course, of the Kiltubrid side. That kick is taken, but not a great one from the Kiltubrid men because it drops into the arms of Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, the centre half back, has gone for the return pass. He picks it up, still Colin Farrell on the ball now. Toe to hand, being tracked back there by Enda McKeown. Good work from Enda McKeown. Comes to Barry Doyle. Barry Doyle seemed to be fouled there. Referee said no, play on. And Bornacoola now with Mark McCluskey have the lead Rudge and have possession. Still Bornacoola to Duffy. Duffy plays it inside, but well spotted there and broken up, and the ball is given to Carl Scollins. Carl Scollins looking for Darren McKiernan. He seemed to be pulled. Referee, let's play continue. It comes to the number 12. McKiernan has gone to ground. Sticking with the play though, and it falls lovely. Nick Donoghue, the goal poacher, is in. What's he going to do? Plays a clever ball across. Goal! Kiltubrid have hit the back of the net. Darren McKiernan is still down. He seems to be in a spot of bother, but a goal for Kiltubrid coming from the boot of their centre half forward, James Gill. There wasn't a lot Fergal Gill could do about that one. That's the man in the goals for Bornacoola. Good work from the Kiltubrid men. They've started the second half exactly like they did the first. They're a goal and a point up. It's 4 points to 2-4. Darren McKiernan, very important to this Kiltubrid side, receiving treatment out there from the team physio. Darren McKiernan is back on his feet. Fergal McGill resumes the play with a kick out. Goes through everyone's hands there, but there to pick it up is the number 11 for Bornacoola, Trevor Howard. Howard lays it off inside to the number 5. James Conroy. Conroy with a clever ball in towards Mark McCluskey. McCluskey drops the ball, picks it up in the second attempt. It looked like he picked the ball off the ground there to me. Referee lets it play on. Conroy back on it. He plays it out now towards the number 10, Philip Howard. Howard plays it in towards McCluskey again. McCluskey has it. He's really going nowhere there as he puts the shoe to the floor and tries to go by the defender, Enda McKeown. Referee says it's a foul there. In fact, it's Fergal Mehill that was dragged out of position there. Taken quickly, comes to Conroy, goes for the score. She's gone over the bar from the half back. Jason Conroy with a nice point there. Kiltubrid backs caught napping, and as a result they were punished by Bornacoola, who have now narrowed the deficit. It's 2-4 to 5 points. That's so Noel Gill, safety engineer, kick out from the 21. Up towards the centre of the field. Once again, it's going to be contested by Carl and McCluskey. McCluskey gets the fist to it. Comes to David O'Connor. O'Connor on the ball. Plays it up inside. A clever ball towards Jonathan Duffy. Across the field. Oh, I don't know about that, referee. Referee says nudge in the back there on Colin Farrell. It's a free kick to Bornacoola. Mark McCluskey will take this one from the hands. The wind has died down somewhat. Not as strong as it was in the first half. It's going to be Mark McCluskey, who's already scored in this game, to try and get another one for the Bornacoola men and narrow the deficit. He's hit that one. It's come off the outside of the boot and gone out to the right hand side and wide. Mark not too happy with that one. No matter which side wins today, it's going to be a historic day. Bornacoola haven't won the Leitrim Senior Football Championship since 1957. Kiltubrid have never won it. A chance for them to rewrite the history books today. Noel Gill from the edge of the small rectangle to take the kick out. No doubt he will be looking for Christopher Carroll and McCluskey. Carroll runs after it. Up forward comes Colin Farrell. Ball broken down, won by Bornacoola, picking up a lot of the breaks in around midfield. Duffy has it, the playmaker for Bornacoola is on the ball, toe hand. There is 2 Kiltubrid defenders there with him, however. Switches play over towards the far side. Chance of a score for Michael Duignan. No, he's given it inside. Chance of a score maybe for Bornacoola. Tight, narrow angle, and that one has gone wide. 9 wides I make it so far for Bornacoola. They currently trail by 5 points here in Pairc MacDiarmada. And we can yes, lots of teams do that. So as we can see down here in front of us, Garage Foley, who probably suffered from nerves in the opening few minutes of this match. He was substituted. He's getting a send bite at the cherry. The man to make way is heavily bandaged at the moment. It looks from here like it's the Kiltubrid number 12, Michael Early. So Garage Foley
Number 15, Garage
has been reinstated.
Number 12,
Kick out towards the Johnny. The Johnny has the ball. The Johnny gives it into Christopher Carroll. Carroll with it now, looking up to see what options there are in front of him. Nick Donoghue is calling for it on the edge of the square. Still Conor Doherty. Doherty holds on to possession, goes for the score. It's in around the danger area. Looks like a great one. That's the Johnny. And the Johnny had a hand in the air. It's 2-5 to 5 points from about 46 yards from goal. Over here on this side, Conor Doherty has found the score that'll lift Kiltubrid once again. It's 2-5 to 5 points in favour of the Kiltubrid men, who could make history here today. These 15 players are a panel of 25 involved. Have never won a senior championship medal in Leitrim. However, if they keep up this performance, they might yet do so. Come another 30 minutes or so. The kick out from McGill, looking for McCluskey. Carroll seemed to be held there. Referee says play on. It's the number 7 for Bornacoola. Shane Conroy face it up now towards the number 11, Trevor Howard. Howard goes to take on Conor Doherty. Doherty back in a defending role. Barry Doyle comes out, gets a hand to it. Referee said he was jumping on the back there of Mark McCluskey. That's going to be a free into the bars, which is taken quickly. Referee, let's play continue. Once again, Kiltubrid call napping in the vents, and the score is gone over the bar. The corner forward, Jonathan Duffy, put that one over the bar there for the Bornacoola men. Once again, when free kicks are awarded to Bornacoola, they take them quickly. And once again, we see Kiltubrid caught out there, napping once again in defence. It's now 2-5 to 6 points in favour of the Kiltubrid men. Well, Bornacoola are warming up the substitute at the moment. Kick out is taken up towards the two big men on the field, Christopher Carroll and McCluskey. The ball is loose, touched on the ground there. Referee lets it go, draw it on. Andy McKeown tries to pick it up. The defender goes down. And that defender was Shane Conroy. Ball belted into touch there by Shane Foley. Bornacoola man now on the deck, requiring treatment. And Bernard Faulkner is about to be entered into the fray here for the bars.
Number 18, Bernard Faulkner, has replaced number 2, Damien McGuinness, on the Bornacoola team.
Still Shane Conroy on the ball, launches it up towards the corner. Chasing after it is Carl Scollins. But as Michael Duignan on possession, he seemed to take a step too many there. Referee says, no, I'm still counting, he didn't. And the referee has given a free in. A bit harsh there on the Kiltubrid men, one would feel, from where I'm standing up here in our commentary position. But I'm sure Mark McCluskey won't care what I think, because he's going to get a chance here to narrow the deficit even more. Free kick for McCluskey. It's about 22, 23 yards out from goal. An awkward angle. Suits a right-footed player. That indeed is what McCluskey is, but once again he's missed the target. So 11 minutes gone here in the second half. The wind has eased off somewhat since the first half, favouring Kiltubrid at the moment of whatever there is of that. Conor Doherty once again coming more and more to the game, breaks it down, but no Kiltubrid man there to pick it up. Instead, it's the number 12 for Bornacoola, Dave O'Connor. O'Connor has set this one up himself, gives it inside, chance of a score maybe. That'll do, that'll do. Another point for the Bornacoola men. A good score from the boot of Philip Howard. It's now 2-5 to 7 points in Pairc MacDiarmada for the Leitrim Senior Masonite final for the year 2005. Two great teams on show here today. Which one is going to come away with the title? Well, we're going to have to hang on to find out. Bornacoola notching up the wides and notching up the odd point as well. Currently trailing by 4. They could do with a goal. Once again, Gill with the kick out up towards the middle of the field. McCluskey's up after this one, but it's Niall Foley. Great bit of feeling from the young lad. He came on as a substitute in the first half to Shane Foley. Shane Foley has the ball now, draws on it, but well blocked down there by Duffy. Duffy has been everywhere in this match so far, playing very, very well. Covered every blade of grass, I'm sure one could say, on the field. And once again, it's Philip Howard out towards the far side, up along the line, looking for Mark McCluskey. Seemed to push the full back for Kiltubrid there, Fergal Meehan, he got away with it. However, you won't get around that boy too handy now. McCluskey still with the ball, goes to ground. Barry Doyle is going to be spoken to here by Micheál Layden. The newlywed, that's the referee, is going to have a word, one would feel, with Barry Doyle, the linesman, pointing out Barry Doyle as the culprit there to the referee. I don't think it's a sending off offence from where we are here. The player had the head down. Doyle came out to meet him. There was a clash. It seemed accidental from up here, but no doubt it'll be a yellow card for Barry Doyle and should be no more than that. Yes, it is a yellow card for Barry Doyle, the lab technician. 13 minutes gone in the second half. It's 2-5 to Kiltubrid, 7 points to Bornacoola. Chance maybe for Bornacoola to narrow the deficit. Dangerous ball in, low one. Oh, well grabbed inside there. An excellent bit of fielding from the leader of the side, the captain of the team, Christopher Carroll. What a bit of fielding that was from Carroll, just when his side needed a bit of a lift. It comes to Conor the Johnny. Conor the Johnny Doherty launches the ball down the field. There's no one at home, or is there? There is for Bornacoola. Donoghue picks it up. Great ball inside. Time to finish it off. Oh, he's gone for the point. If in doubt, over the bar. Good call, good call. Good goalkeeping there from Fergal McGill, preventing James Gill from going for the goal, and it's now 2-6 to 7 points in favour of Kiltubrid. Good point from Gill, maybe the wise thing to do at this moment in time, but once again the poacher, the man who set up Kiltubrid's second goal with a nice little steal from the Bornacoola cornerback. Nick Donoghue was there once again creating havoc. He's definitely given Seamus Mallon an armful and a handful today. Kick out is taken once again. Up goes Christopher Carroll, breaks it down, wins it, found one of his own men. That's a rarity here today in Pairc MacDiarmada. Niall Foley blocked down on this occasion by the centre half back Colm Farrell. Farrell chases after it, steps out of play. Linesman Thomas Ford from Ballinadlera says it's a sideline ball now to Kiltubrid. So once again it's Gill with a quick one and a short one as well. He finds the other corner forward, the man who was substituted and then brought back into the fray, Garage Foley. However, inexperience may be showing there. That one has gone to the right and wide. Sean Hagan in deep discussion down here with his other mentors of this Kiltubrid outfit. They currently lead by 5. Having a look maybe at making a change or two. Meanwhile, back with the play, Fergal McGill with the kick out towards this side. Up for it goes Conor Doherty. Niall Foley breaks it down. He's made himself a hindrance here in the second half. Darragh McKiernan has the ball, skips inside his man. Darragh McKiernan score! Darragh McKiernan finds the target. That was a rarity that we haven't really seen a lot of today, and that rarity we're talking about is Kiltubrid winning the break. They won that one. Straight for goal, went with Darragh McKiernan. McKiernan popped it over. 2 goals between the sides. It's 2-7 to 7 points here in Pairc MacDiarmada. 16 minutes gone in the second half. Fergal McGill once again with the kick out on his own. Up went the ball, Colm Farrell. Farrell is still on the deck. Referee is going to hold play here. Farrell is holding his head. Totally accidental what occurred there. The midfielder for Kiltubrid came through and punched the ball, and maybe he punched the top of Colm Farrell's head, but I'm sure he'll be all right. He's back on his feet. He's a hardy boogle. He didn't even need water there. Tomas Ford pointing out to the referee where the hot ball should be taking place. In further will go Michael Duignan. Gary McCluskey looking to get involved, as to is Christopher Carroll for Kiltubrid. McCluskey stands to one side, leaves it to Duignan. Duignan, what a man to leap in the air. Leaps for that one, takes it out of the hands of Christopher Carroll. McCluskey has it going nowhere. But being fouled in being prevented from going nowhere. Free kick to Bornacoola. Bornacoola have it now. Duffy, he's been a menace to this Kiltubrid defence. Plays a clever ball up towards the centre half back, Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell has it now, looking to see what options there are, no doubt. He'll look for the man inside. He goes down, touched the ball on the ground, not spotted by the referee. And good defensive work once again from Kiltubrid. Finds Niall Foley. Foley on the ball, goes by his man, trying to be pulled back there, still gets away. Option up in front, Nick Donoghue. Donoghue on the ball. Donoghue has it. He's got a man over on this side. Darren McKiernan roared for it to Christopher Carl. Carl finds Darren McKiernan. McKiernan, nice sidestep inside his man. Darren going for another point. But that one has gone to the left and wide. Good interaction there from the Kiltubrid players. Niall Foley was the avenue to get out of trouble. He played it up to Christopher Carl. Carl found McKiernan. McKiernan couldn't put it over the bar. Once again, ball seemed to be picked up off the ground there. Referee lets it go. Some mightn't. Doherty gets a hand to it, wins possession back, and he's clipped and knocked to the ground, and that'll be a free kick to Kiltubrid. And I wouldn't think that there'll be in any panic to take this one, and Conor Doherty seems to have picked up a sort of an injury there of some kind. In around the ribs maybe. Brendan Doyle looking for the physio. Bornacoola warming up there, number 20 today, Robert Moore. No doubt he will soon be entering the action here in Pairc MacDiarmada. Conor Doherty still receiving treatment. Barry Doyle playing as a free man at the moment. No one picking him up. Back inside the Kiltubrid defence.
Come on, believe.
I'm sure Conor Doherty will be all right.
Whatever, lad. Everyone, lad, come on.
And he's going to take this free kick from just inside the sideline. On the field of play, of course. Doherty launches in towards the danger area. Up goes Cartle. Broken down, but no Kiltubrid man there to pick it up. Instead, it's the PE teacher, Shamey Mallon, fouled inside. That's a free kick to Bornacoola, taken quickly. Conor Doherty giving out that there's no man marking taking place at the moment. Doherty is going to pick up Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell on the ball, plays it back inside now toward Duignan. Duignan with it. Oh, Niall Foley following through with a shoulder, didn't manage to connect though. Luckily for him, as it's Colin Farrell on the ball now, drives it up the field. Oh, good defensive play from Kiltubrid. Boot needed here and boot given, and Darren McKiernan has it. Will he use his burst of pace now to try and get by his man? Pulled to the ground. Referee says no rucking allowed on this field today. That's a free kick to Kiltubrid. Free kick to be taken by Barry Doyle. He's got James Gill calling for the ball in and around the centre of the field. Still Doyle. His option to shoot it down along into the corner. Donoghue chases, as to his Mallon. Mallon gets there ahead of Donoghue. Oh, Donoghue. What a burst of speed from Nick Donoghue. He's looking as slim now as he has been. Maybe it's been 5 or 6 years since he looked as good. Mallon some more for Foley. Chance of a goal. Gill. Ooh! Another goal for James Gill. Set up by the substitute Niall Foley. The whole thing set up by Nick Donoghue, who showed a burst of pace that you wouldn't see at the Olympic Games. Nick Donoghue was way behind Shamey Mallon going for that ball. He managed to give him a quick pull back in the jersey, got inside him and set up the ball for Niall Foley. Foley in turn found Gill in acres of space, and Gill then to the back of the net.
Robert Bourne is replacing number 10, Philip Howard, on the Bornacoola team.
So as we said, Robert Moore has been introduced. As you can hear, Jerry Mahan, the MC here today in Pairc MacDiarmada, just announcing. And Fergal McGill, he's been beaten 3 times today. It's 3-7 to Kiltubrid, 7 points to Bornacoola. It looks like the Dick Ellis Cup could be heading to Kiltubrid for the first time in the Cup's history. The ball is broken down by Carroll. Conroy is there to pick it up once again for the Bornacoola men. He plays it up along the line. Bit of pulling, referee. It took him a while to blow the whistle, but Emmett Lee, one of the tightest cornerbacks in the county, getting the better there of the Bornacoola corner forward Brian Conroy. Free kick to Kiltubrid. It's going to be Barry Doyle to launch this one down into the area. Up goes the man who's got the 2 goals, Gill. Gill now back to Niall Foley. He's been immense since he came on. To Conor Doherty. Doherty with a man in space. That man is the team leader, Christopher Carl. Launches it into the area. Great bit of football from Kiltubrid. Can they hold on to possession? No referee letting play go ahead. Looked like a foul was being committed there. It comes to Conor to Johnny. He might fancy a score here, does he? Johnny is going to go for it. It's like a Gary Owen. All up and under. Up and under it goes the Bornacoola defender. It comes to the number 18. He plays it back to McCluskey. McCluskey on the ball, plays it out towards the far side. Great ball from McCluskey. Once again, they're switching over and back, side to side. This time, though, it doesn't work. The Johnny's away. The Johnny's away. Gives it to Niall Foley. Foley goes for the score, and it's curling over the bar. A great score from Niall Foley to stretch the lead once again. It's 3-8 to 7 points. And in the last 5 minutes, Foley has set up a goal for Kiltubrid and taken a fine score there himself after being set up by Conor Doherty. So McGill once again with the kick out. Up towards the danger area maybe, but it's the danger area now for Kiltubrid. They've been fouled. Their corner forward, who was substituted in the first half and then brought back on after suffering from a batter of nerves. Talking about Garage Foley, of course. Darren McKiernan's going to take this one from the hands. Darren McKiernan with it, dropping short inside. McCluskey gets a leg to it. The ball is loose, but Kiltubrid hadn't sent that many players forward there to pick up the loose break, and it's McCluskey now, really going nowhere. Goes to ground. Referee says play on. Still McCluskey trying to grab Nick Donoghue. Donoghue telling McCluskey to F off out of the way and continue and keep an eye on the match, because you're trailing, lads, and you need to win this game and quit fighting with me. Meanwhile, it's Michael Duignan plays the ball across. Oh, I took off it there to pick it up. It's the Johnny. The Johnny's on the ball. He gives it over now to Garage Foley. Garage Foley hammered to the ground. No way through. Comes to Darren McKiernan. McKiernan has it. Plays a clever ball inside looking for Gill. The goal poacher. Will he keep it in play? He manages to do so. Then try to be chased out of it, but the referee has decided that the ball went out wide. A lunging tackle there from the Bornacoola defender, but I suppose if there was less in it than what there is at the moment, he might have got a free kick there. Ten points between the sides at the moment. Kiltubrid are warming up. Jerry Winters, what a season campaigner he's been for Kiltubrid down through the years. A great player. Not a great player, he's a brilliant player. Also John McGovern. Chance of a score for the Kiltubrid boys. Put up that flag. Another great score for the Kiltubrid men. Darren McKiernan having a word with the referee. Is their long left ref. So Kiltubrid about to make those changes. John McGovern and Jerry Winters, both of whom are about to enter the fray. Jerry, of course, a sales rep, and John Mack.
Number 16, Jerry Winters, is replacing number 2, Enda McKeown, on the Kiltubrid team.
So the plumber is still warming up. That's John McGovern. Enda McKeown makes his way off the field. He can be encouraged with his performance here today in the corner of defence for Kiltubrid. Seamus Pryor telling Enda McKeown to go over and sit with the rest of the subs. Ball broken down. McCluskey, Darren McKiernan. McKiernan now to Winters. Winters to Cartel Scotland. Scotland, great ball across towards Donoghue. Donoghue, will he pick it up? He has it. Watch the nick. It's Gill that puts it over the bar. Donoghue was inside. He could have been thinking about hitting the Donoghue with it. It's surprising that Nick Donoghue hasn't found the back of the net yet here this afternoon, because he is a goal poacher, probably one of the best at it in the county. And with him looking so fit out there on the field, you never know. There's a man inside here about 3 feet away from me, might be looking to call on Nick Donoghue in the not too distant future. That would be Desi Dolan Senior, the manager of the Leitrim senior football team for the year 2005-2006. It's Darren McKiernan. He's in free flow now. Still McKiernan. The confidence is at a high. He's gone through. Give it to Nick. He goes himself. Bang! The heads have dropped with Bornacoola. It's 4-10 to 7 points. The people of Drumcong and Keshcarrigan, the people of Kiltar will tell you that this senior championship is a long time coming to Kiltubrid. Well, there's one thing for sure, it's going to come to Kiltubrid this evening, because they lead by 4-10 to 7 points. There's going to be 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes would be enough, I'd say, to start organising the party in Kiltubrid.
3 additional minutes in the second half. At least 3 additional minutes of play in the second half.
Well, the fifth official did give the 2 fingers there, so I presumed it meant 2, but obviously it hasn't, it's meant 3. 3 minutes, Pat Egan tells me it's 3. 3 minutes to go. And Bornacoola now looking to get maybe a goal or 2 up on the scoreboard to try and make it look that bit more impressive, because at the moment it reads 4 goals and 10 points to Kiltubrid, 7 points to Bornacoola. The fans on the far side are not happy with what happened there. That should be a hot ball. Referee Micheál Lydon, the newlywed who got caught up in Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, is going to have a word. The book is out. He's going to lick his thumb there and go to a clean page. It's a clean page. Is it for a red or for a yellow? One would presume it's for a yellow card. Change about to be made in the Bornacoola side.
Number 19, Bobby Shanley, is replacing number 20.
And it's a straight red.
Ryan Conroy on the Bornacoola team.
And it's like Peter Cunha once said, things can only get better for Kiltubrid because they're now playing against 14 men. The red card has been issued as Bornacoola make a change. They're trying to get the referee's attention there. Onto the field comes number 19, Bobby Shanley. Someone's alarm has gone off.
Number 17, John McGovern, has replaced number 11, James Gill, on the Kiltubrid team.
The plumber is on. John McGovern in for James Gill, who got 2 fine goals today. Darragh McKiernan also got 2. Someone's alarm has gone off. 4:15 seems like a funny time to be getting up on a Sunday afternoon, but someone's alarm has gone off down here in front of us as we continue on with the play. Possession with the Kiltubrid men. Chance of launching another attack has come to the Johnny. The Johnny turns inside his man Conroy. Plays it back then. A dangerous ball back towards Bohan. He controlled that well. And it's like Kiltubrid are just playing out the clock here now. Barry Doyle, what a leader he's been for this side down through the years. Send it up towards Nick. Nick gets a hand to it, but this time Malin is out in front, the PE teacher based here in Carrick and Shannon. He gives it up now towards Duignan. Michael Duignan. Duignan still on the ball, trying to cut inside that Kiltubrid defence. Malin is up. Malin is going to show them how to get a goal, is he? No, he gives it McCluskey. McCluskey goes down, and the referee will put the arms out. It's like an airplane. That means it's a penalty. So a consolation maybe for Bornacoola in the dying moments of this match, as Adrian Lee is warming up down here in front of us. So it looks like Adrian Lee is going to get his chance to enter the frame. Mark McCluskey with a chance to put a goal for Bornacoola on the scoreboard. He's facing one of the finest keepers in Leitrim senior football, Noel Gill. Gill versus McCluskey. McCluskey kicked it wide. And that for me would sum up the Bornacoola day today.
Number 21, Adrian Lee, has replaced number 18, Niall Foley, on the Kiltubrid team.
Another wide for Bornacoola. That's probably the hardest one to take in because there's a chance to put a goal up on the scoreboard. The Johnny has it. He's got help from Bohan, help from Meehan. The fullback is up in the action. Gives it into Adrian Lee. Lee, the substitute, just after coming on. Gives it inside to another sub, John McGovern, the plumber. The plumber goes down on the ball. He has it now, being faced by the Bornacoola defence. Throwing shapes, squares and circles inside. Gives it into Meehan. Meehan wants a score. Meehan's goal for a score. And Meehan puts the ball over the bar. The fullback, Fergal Meehan. Tap yourself on the back there. That was a fine score from the man who started off at number 3. Explaining there, kiss them boots, Conor Doherty. The outside of the right. In the corner of the right. So it's 4-11 to 7 points. Referee takes a look at his watch. "16 points between the sides. Referee has decided enough is enough. And your heart would go out to Bornacoola today, because in the first half If the Wides had to go over the bar, they would have been well in it come the last 10 minutes or so of this game. But it's goals that win you games, as proven today by the men of Kiltubrid. The 15 players who started and the men on the line who came in, along with their selection team, which involved Brendan Doyle and Ty, and also the man at the 4, I suppose, who deserves a mention today, Sean Hagan from Longford, former selector of the Longford senior football team. He's worked his wonder on these Kiltubrid men. They have won their first ever Leitrim Senior Football Championship title. It's the year 2005, and I'm sure it'll go down in history today for the men of Kiltubrid, because it's been a long time coming. The 18th of September 2005. What a day for the people of Kilclar, Cashel. You can also go down to Kesh Carrigan, Drumcong, all delighted here, and no doubt the party will go on tonight. The heroes for Kiltubrid on the day today. Darren McKiernan bagged 2 goals. Also James Gill with a pair as well. Men in defence, Fergal Meehan was like a war horse there in defence for long periods, as too was the remaining full back line, which was made up of Enda McKeown and Emmett Lee. In the half back line, Aidan Bohan played well. Barry Doyle found himself free a lot of his time, no one picking him up, and Shane Foley, well, what a fine point he got to open things up here in Pairc MacDiarmada. In midfield, the legend that is Christopher Carl in Kiltubrid. He led by example, the captain of the side. Alongside him was Carl Scollin. Carl, who, well, I suppose didn't really pick up football until the later years of life, but what a star he was today. Conor Doherty, he's been at it since he was a wee one. Weighing, of course, is a term in Donegal for a young fella. Well, Conor has been at it since he was a young fella. It's all coming to fruition today for him. He wins his first ever senior championship medal. Also, we had players like Michael Early and Nick Donoghue. Nick, who came out of retirement to get back into this Kiltubrid side at the start of the season. That hard work and losing the weight and getting fit has definitely paid off for him. Gerard Foley, Garage as he's known. Well, he started off this game, well, I suppose a bit nervous. He was taken off and then reintroduced and did well when he came on into the action. John McGovern, Niall Foley, Adrian Lee and Jerry Winters, all substitutes used this afternoon.
It's more than a bad shot. Work hard, especially at the shot. I was unsure on Curtin, on Bronna, or on Captain Bowen Hurley. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour for me to be here today as chairman of Leitrim County Board for to present the cup, the Ellis Cup, to the captain of the winning team. I would like to compliment both teams on an excellent sporting game of football. Unfortunately, one team has to lose, and that team today was Bornacoola. Hard luck to Bornacoola, but I know the resolve of the Bornacoola club. I have no doubt that they will be back, and back here on final day for the future. To the Kiltubrid club, I say, congratulations. Looking at today's teams, you would have to say that we had 2 very excellently prepared teams. They're a credit to their clubs and to the mentors who have put them forward. Both teams have looked after their younger players, and that's the reason why they're there today. Bornacoola, for years, under the present Rooney of Kishna-cum-the-Leitrim from Declan Bohan, have provided very strong underage teams. And it's that preparation and that type of coaching that has them here today in this county final. And I've no doubt, as I said before, that they will be back. Kiltubrid likewise, only various mentors. One I can remember doing a lot of work was Pat McQueenie. And the reason that Kiltubrid are here today and victorious is because of all the good work and the coaching that has been done at underage level. I would urge all clubs to use our coaching system to its last. We have an excellent system for coaching, and I would urge all clubs to use our GPOs and our coaching, and to provide our underage players with the best quality of coaching that is available within the county. And I've no doubt that if you do that, you will be here in Turk on county final day. I would like to welcome here today Mr. Jim Hoy, who's the Managing Director of Masonite Ireland, our sponsors of our championships and the sponsor of our county team. And I'd also like to welcome the staff who are here today as well. You're very welcome to Leitrim football. I would like also today to compliment our match referee, Michael Layden, who did a wonderful job, and I have to say his job was made very easy by the sporting manner in which the game was played. I also compliment his officials, his linesmen, and his umpires for a job well done. Thank you very much. I have to today pay a great compliment to the GAC of Leitrim for the manner in which they have organised the calendar of games for 2005. It has been a huge calendar of games, and they have done an exceedingly good job in having it run off on time and be here today for the Pairc County Final in such glorious sunshine. Thanks very much to the members of the GAC, and I also want to thank all the clubs for their cooperation, because without the cooperation of all our clubs, we would not be in a position to host our county final today. To our stewards who looked after today's grounds, and to all the officials, I say on behalf of Leitrim County Board, thank you all very much. Before we go on to present the FINA Cup to your captain, we're going to present the Man of the Match Award. And the Man of the Match Award today goes to a goal-scoring hero, James Gill. I'll ask James to come here to the podium for the breakfast trophy. Here's James Gill with his golden boot onto the podium. And I'm going to ask Mr. Gabriel Cronin for the sponsor of our banner match to present the Man of the Match Award to James Gill. Ladies and gentlemen, before I present the cup, I will make an appeal that I've made at the presentation of every cup that we presented this year. I will ask you during your celebrations to remember the fact that you have won this competition and remember it for the right reasons. And I would ask you to refrain from the abuse of alcohol in your celebrations. Remember this for the championship that you have won, remember it for the right reasons. And I've no doubt that you will respect this request. Finally, my last duty here today is to present on behalf of Leitrim the Ellis Cup to the victorious captain, Christy Carroll. I will now call on your captain, a man who has served Leitrim very well. He's been captain of our county team and has turned in many sterling performances for Leitrim in the last number of years and for a long number of years. So ladies and gentlemen, your captain, Christy Carroll.
I'm a very proud man here today to receive this cup on behalf of the Kiltubrid football team and the whole parish of Kiltubrid. It's been a long road, 18 months or going back even a few years. Long nights, hard work and things like that, but at the end of the day it's all been worthwhile. A lot of people to thank. I think I'll start with the supporters. Absolutely absolutely unbelievable colour in the parish this week. Flags, bunting, posters, everything, you name it. And Duignan Martin is actually worried that there's painters are developing in our house. Go back a couple of years, the lads that played with this club, played with this team, that didn't make it here today, the lads that train this team, but they keep the whole lot going for the day. I have to say a special word and congratulations to the ladies football team who won the Senior B last week as well. Not forgetting the minor team that won it just the evening. To the panel of players who put in a side of work this year, long evenings, hard work, as put everything into it, everything that they were asked. And this is all about you boys, and enjoy it, that's what it's all about, lads. To our backroom staff, Brendan Doyle, PJ Meehan. Brendan has taken on a bit of a coaching role this year and went away and done courses and things like that and come back with new ideas. And it has been a great help to us lads that's been down through the years, that's going through the geography stuff, and something new was no harm. I'd like to thank him very much for putting in a sight of work into this club. And PJ Meehan as well. All the driving, all the getting the kit, get everything. He has put a notorious amount of work into this. I'd like to give him a hand of applause, please. There's a few boys in any club that you look up to, and I think Pat McQueenie and Michal Teig is them two boys in our club. Legends in our club. Anything they say, you will listen to, because they have been there through girls' teams, underage teams. They have seen it, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us this year. And last but not least, Mr. Sean Hagan. He came to us 18 months ago. We didn't know too much about him. He instilled a bit of belief into us. He told us things we didn't want to hear, a lot of us, and things like that. But thanks be to God, he came and he drove us on, and thank you very much, Sean. And finally, to the Bornacoola team. An absolute great young team. We have played them down through the years. A very good team here in this final on merit. And I have no doubt that you'll be back here again before too long. I'd like everyone to just give them 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Thank you very much.
As the ladies and gentlemen brings our presentation to conclusion, thank you all very much.
I'll give you this one, yeah. I'm joined here now on the sidelines by the man between the sticks today for Bornacoola, and a man who has played in 15 championships for his club. Fergal, a hard one to take.
Yeah, a very hard one to take, Kevin. It'd be a lot easier to take if we had performed. We didn't perform. Kiltubrid from the word go looked the better team, in fairness, and we had chances in the first half probably to settle us and get back into it, and we didn't take them, and I suppose we were back in it by half time. But the goals killed us, simple as that. The goals just absolutely killed us, and that was it.
A lot of wides in the first half for Bornacoola. If some of those had to go over the bar, maybe we'd have a different outcome of today's final.
It might have been a different game, but in fairness, I think Kiltubrid's name was on the cup. In fairness, everything they touched seemed to turn to gold. They got some fantastic scores from unlikely angles, and when it's your day, it's your day, and it was very much their day, and they absolutely deserve it, and we wouldn't begrudge it to them in the slightest.
Yourself and Shamie Mallon are probably seen as the old men of this side. Very young team Bornacoola have.
Well, we're still fairly young, Kevin, ourselves, and talking to Seamus there, We'll be back, and you know, we look forward to having a go at Kiltubrid again next year already, and we'll start planning straight away. The league is still to be played as well, but I mean, it's Kiltubrid's day, and not to take anything away from them, they're absolutely brilliant. Really, they say you have to lose a championship to win one. I think everyone would agree that Kiltubrid probably lost 2 championships the last 2 years. They were on a plate for them, and they were beaten in the semi and the quarter final by a point by the eventual champions. And you know, they're much further down the road in terms of their development than we are. And I thought they were terrific today, and they deserved that title, in fairness.
The strength of their own side, I suppose, when you look and see the likes of Pat Farrell missing today, you have a lot to look forward to, haven't you?
Oh, we have, of course, yeah. Morgan Shanley, who was our player of the year for the last 4 years, he's in Australia. Derek Duignan, Pat Farrell will be back next year. So will the 2 lads, and in a small club that will make a huge difference. So you know, we're looking forward to the future, and we're, you know, we'll use today. There's 2 options. I was saying to some of the lads, there's 2 options. You can, you know, sit there and give out about it and say we're not good enough, or you can learn from it, which is what Kiltubrid did the last 2 years, and they came back a stronger team, and we certainly intend, even this early, I can tell you, we're going to come back a stronger team out of this.
Well, Fergal, gracious in defeat. Thanks a million for taking time out and chatting to us. All right.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm joined here now by Nick Donoghue, who started off at full forward today. Nick, you gave a lot of hassle there to your counterpart, Shamie Mallon, and set up a couple of nice goals as well.
Yeah, like probably the end score didn't do Bornacoola justice, you know. We just kind of got ahead there in the second half. It was tit for tat up to that, and delighted to say we came out on top, and every man gave everything. It's 18 months we're working hard at it, so it's well worth it. Great feeling.
A great historic day for Kiltubrid. It was mentioned by Christopher Carroll in the speech about all the great players in the past. I had known that you had stepped into retirement. However, you came out of retirement, you seem to have lost a lot of weight, and you're back to playing as well as you've ever played. Is there a chance you could be going back to the county, maybe?
Yeah, right. I'll say goodbye on that note.
Thanks for that. Cheers, Nick. So, very shy Nick Donoghue there.
Gary, come in front with them.
Joined here now on the sideline by Brendan Doyle. I suppose this best described as the man of Kiltubrid GAA, keeping it all together and the whole lot. We heard about your coaching tactics and how they've worked, but it's been a long time coming for Kiltubrid, hasn't it?
We're a long number of years going back. Even in this last 18 months, we've done a side of work. But prior to that, what we did was put in a good big foundation with different management teams. And then 18 months ago, Sean Hagan came in. We tried something different. You see today how it's worked, has proved itself. We have an absolutely excellent panel of players, 26 lads who gave everything. We lost this game, this day last year we lost. We were out of the championship last year. That hurt big time. We set our marker, we went on, we took a league title. We knew we had to do something before we got the championship. We took a league title, we had a chance to get up to senior Division 1, we did that. We kept ourselves going over the winter, came into this season, we got going good in the league, kept that up. Just maintained it, kept it ticking over, and then we just wound ourselves up for the championship. And we've had a very tough campaign, to be honest, and we've made it tough on ourselves as well. But today, the proof in the pudding, we got a good scoreline up. The lads played out of their skin in the second half in particular. They didn't have a great first half. They had a very good second half, and it just, what can I say? It's not going to hit us for days and days and days, this whole thing. I mean, the number of people around here, the support, the well-wishers. People have travelled from the States. People have travelled from England. There's well-wishers here I haven't seen in a long, long time, and they had a big night out last night for the supporters, and I'll tell you, there's going to be a hell of a week for them this week.
I suppose a big turning point in the championship this year was for Kiltubrid would have been the drawing game against Sean O'Heslin's.
Yes. We knew that day. We had come out of group, and we were very tired coming out of group. It was a very tough group. I won't say that the lads were totally down to exhaustion, but it was very hard to pick up again for another game after taking St Mary's, playing St Mary's and winning, and that took a lot out of us. But we held it out. We caused our own problems that day against Sean O'Heslin's. We were ahead. It was within our own team that the score came about. They missed a free. We knew that then. Luck is on our side. Things are starting to happen for us. We then set about clinically going out playing them in the second game, and that was the start of this campaign here.
And all coming to fruition here today in Pairc MacDiarmada.
Definitely, and you can see it. Like, we have the cup, first time ever, made history. The lads, like, in 50 years' time, we'll look back on this day.
Good stuff. Thanks a million for your words, Brendan. Well done again. All right, thanks a million. Cheers. Joined by, now, I don't know if Pat McQueenie knows or not, but our cameraman today is a Kiltubrid man as well, Sean Duignan. Pat McQueenie, described by Christopher Carl in his speech as a legend in Kiltubrid GAA circles, and no doubt that's all paying off today.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Kevin, for sure. And by the way, I do know Sean Duignan. The pleasure of playing football with him. That was a bit strange. That was back in the old days.
At any stage today were you getting a bit worried about the game?
Well, sure, I'd say, Kevin, the first half, Bornacoola that wides. Yeah. I think they just maybe panicked a bit. They were going for shots from far out because they had the wind, and they felt maybe they had to push on with the wind and get a few scores. But the thing was, we were scoring and they weren't, and then the goals came, and that was it. Second half, when we got the first point, the second half,
that was it. A great score that was too.
Yeah.
Now, I suppose you can look forward now to the Connacht Club Championship, no doubt. You'll not be thinking about that at the moment, but we'll say in the next couple of weeks or so, your attentions will turn to that. And you've a great side, mixture of youth and experience.
Yeah, definitely. The big thing was getting over today, or getting out. I think we could do well in it. But a few scary moments, in the semi-final and that, but it's just a big thing to get over it. So when they relax, in a game, they might be more relaxed in the Connacht Championship.
The pressure won't be on as such.
Is off, exactly. And when they do that, they can play like that.
So Kiltubrid win their first ever senior football championship. They did it, of course, with an amalgamation a few years back, which Seymour Gales. Right. But no doubt it feels extra special today.
Jeez, for sure, because we've been working this 10 years ago. I think we won the junior here. And actually, Bornacoola, we won the junior double league and championship. And in the league final, we beat Bornacoola that year. So 10 years on, 95, 2005, that's so far both clubs have come. Now, there have been a lot of struggles on the way up. We went down into intermediate, then came up, then we went down again and then won intermediate. So.
About Conor Doherty. Conor, what a performance by yourself and indeed by Kiltubrid as a team today in winning the Dick Ellis Cup here for the first time ever as Kiltubrid GAA club.
Yeah, it's brilliant to win it after all these years, plugging away for about 15 years, and it's mighty for the likes of myself and Jerry Winter that have been there a long time, Christy Carroll, it's great to bring it home. Never thought when we were junior back in 94 and 95 that we'd be able to win the senior cup, but did it today.
A great pool of players, but I suppose the work with this side was put in, we'll say, going back a few years ago, because you have been there or thereabouts, and today had to be the day for Kiltubrid, hadn't it?
Oh, it had. If it passed us by today, anything could have happened. The team could have fell apart, or there's lads getting on, as I said, there's great young talent, but if you take the likes of Christy Carroll out of that team, you'll be in trouble. But hopefully we'll be able to drive it on from here and give a good show of ourselves in the Connacht Championship, and hopefully we'll be back again next year, with the same hunger as we had this year.
Now I see the sponsor of the jersey is Northwest Tool Hire. No doubt that you work there, you won't be heading in tomorrow, will you?
Oh yeah.
I doubt that very much. Look at Conor, thanks a million for having a word with us. Congratulations again. All right, cheers. Conor Doherty, described by many as a legend of Kiltubrid GAA, joined by him now, Jerry Winters. Jerry, what a day to be a member of the panel that has won the Dick Ellis Cup here in Pairc MacDiarmada.
It's hard to put into words. We had a lot of disappointment the last few years. Coming close every year. Up until this year, we met the champion somewhere along the line, and there was never a lot in it. Sean came in and he told us from the first night he came in that he believed we could win a championship, and at times he needed to tell us because we thought we'd look going against us, that maybe we weren't going to ever win one. It's unbelievable. It just hasn't sunk in. It's unreal. You only have to look around at everyone here, the colour in the parish, what it meant to everyone.
Now, you were sitting on the bench for a lot of the game before you were taken off it. I'd say it was harder being on the bench probably than being out in the field.
It was. I said that to John McGovern. It's an awful lot worse sitting here than it is out playing, because you're fighting for every ball, and unless it's kicked over the line, you're not going to get near it. I just have to praise all the lads. They're unbelievably committed. The amount of work you put in was unreal, and the sacrifices. And I suppose you have to thank all the girlfriends, wives, because they're not playing and they have to put up with evenings when we're not around and wondering where the hell we are. So I know we have to thank them as well. But it's great. It's especially when you're a young lad like me. It's nice to win one. But you know, absolutely delighted to see Christy lifting that cup. No man deserves it more. The whole management, supporters, Sean, just absolutely tremendous. You know, so many ex-players, including that man there,
Sean Duignan behind
Sean Duignan. Just to see the joy it's brought to them, it's just
makes it all worthwhile, I suppose.
It does.
Well, look at Jerry. Thanks a million for taking time out to talk to us, and well done. Congratulations again. All right.
Who was this auctioneer Republican? What do I mean?
I'm joined by Edmund Doyle, who was the chairman of Kiltubrid for many years. Edmund, this must bring a delight to your heart.
Yeah, this is the biggest day for us. For me, we reformed in '79, 26 years ago. We've been on the edge, so often looking in, and we know what the hurt is for the losing team. We have been there, but today is the best.
One of those days. Well worth it, would you say?
Oh, I can't describe it. I think I'm still in shock.
Well, look at Edmund, we're not going to hold you up, because I know you said you'd only do 30 seconds, so thanks a million, and congratulations again, all right?
Thanks.
Joined by another stalwart of Kiltubrid GAA, Michael James. What a day to be a Kiltubrid man.
It was absolutely brilliant. I've seen good days in my time, but this was the best. This is by far the best I have seen. Those players have given so much commitment. They're absolutely brilliant. Every man was fighting back. They were harrowing for each other. They were going at it, hammer and tongs, and they were absolutely brilliant. And I tell you, when you work at a Kiltubrid team like that, it's hard to beat them. You won't beat the grit and the determination and the will to win, and that's what it's about today.
And they closed Bornacoola down well, didn't they?
Well, they certainly closed them down. That's one thing I think that the management has instilled in them. The forwards fought for every ball. They didn't allow them to get time on the ball, and that's Bornacoola's game, to try and meet players, go out the field and try and get passes together, and they weren't allowed to do that today, and that was, I think, the difference. We could get our men with the ball, and we got some brilliant scores, absolutely brilliant.
Great point by Conor Doherty comes to mind, but I suppose the main talking point will be the goals from Darren McKiernan and James Gill.
Yeah, well, you know, every one of them to me was absolutely brilliant. Every goal was a bonus, and we got a great start, let's face it, and we got a great start again in the second half, a goal and a point, and that made it for us today, I think. And goals do win games, and
they do, and they did today. A final score of 4-11 to 7 points. I suppose the scoreline doesn't really reflect it on Bornacoola, does it?
I don't think so, because you know, they were unfortunate. They had a lot of wides today, and nerves get to players, and I was one of those players. The nerves got to in my time as well, so I know.
Kiltubrid GAA, Father Kelly coming to you first. You played for many years full back, but Fergal Behan filling your shoes today, I suppose, in the year 2005, had a fine performance in at full back for Kiltubrid.
He had, and the game has changed so much since my time. I don't think I'd have been as mobile as Fergal is today. I mean, he covered an awful lot of ground and had a great game. And it's just great to see the teamwork and the great progress they've made. There's lots of good football in them, and I think they can go on from here and do even better.
Here, here. Now, Seamus, you played midfield for quite some time for Kiltubrid. Christopher Carroll and indeed his partner in midfield, both putting on a great show today for the Kiltubrid men.
A great show, certainly two great stalwarts of Kiltubrid, and as Father Liam said, the game has moved on, it's got faster. Christy leads by example, you know, as any midfielder does, and I wish them the best of luck. It's great. I hope to go on and give Connacht Club a run, you know, because they put in a lot of work and they're a great bunch of lads. Dedication-wise and every way, they deserve what they got today.
Well, look at lads, thanks a million. No doubt you'll be celebrating tonight and maybe for the whole week down around Kiltubrid, so thanks a million for that. Cheers. Now I'm here with the manager of Kiltubrid, Sean Hagan. Sean, what a day for you, and indeed what a day for Kiltubrid.
Yeah, well, just absolutely delighted, Kevin, that the lads done themselves justice, because they can produce that kind of form in league games, and like that's the first big one now in the championship, and I'm just delighted for the lads, you know, because they're a magnificent bunch of lads, you know, very committed, very honest, really focused on the job this year. The last 18 months, like, they've been incredible on the training ground, worked very hard, and it's all came to fruition today for them.
You went to the bench on a few occasions. Niall Foley, I suppose, spring to mind because he came on and he set up a goal and a point. You must have a very strong panel, Kiltubrid have, hasn't it?
Well, we brought lads on because we felt that occasions that maybe got to one or two of them and we took them off and put them back on, and each and every one of them done themselves justice when they got back on. But Niall was a big impact. Niall was possibly hard done by not being started, so he had a point to prove.
Now you've got Nick Donoghue out of retirement and coming to the fore, no doubt, for you today. A lot of the goals, I suppose, were set up by himself and hard work chasing down the full-back, Shamey Mallon, to win possession back for Kiltubrid.
Well, there's huge, that's the good thing about this team, like there's huge work rate from number 1 to number 15, and like Nick really puts that up there in front, like he puts his body on the line the whole time, and he's a real team player and a very, very intelligent football brain on him.
Now with the panel you have, no doubt you will be able to look forward to the Connacht Club Championship, because no doubt you'll be able to make strides in that too.
Well, we're just going to enjoy the moment that's in it, Kevin, and we're not even looking that far ahead, but I'm sure we'll reset next night again.
Back at it. Thanks a million, Sean. No, well done. Manager there of Kiltubrid, Sean Hagan. Originally a selector for the Longford senior football team some years back, spotted by the boys in Kiltubrid, brought down 18 months ago. He has delivered today. 4-11 to 7 points the final score, as Kiltubrid are named, and deservedly so, champions of Leitrim senior football for 2005. For myself, Sean Duignan, and me, Kevin Blesson, we say goodbye.